Since I watched all the previous Superman movies because of the new one coming out, I figured I'd do the same thing for Fantastic Four, including this one. And that was hard to do. But I went into it like I did with the other ones and said, I'm going to try and find good things in this movie. Because some of them are actually good films and we just only talk about the bad things. But this one, I really didn't want to watch again. But I'm like, I'm going to give it the same treatment I gave the other films. So I watched it. Yeah, it's not good. There's no denying this movie's not good. They really didn't know what they wanted to do. I think the biggest problem this movie has is it's not fun. They took out all the fun elements of Fantastic Four. They made it way too serious. They brought in a ton of government stuff, and they brought in the army taking over and the United States government taking over, and it's just all dark. It's there's no color to it, and if there is, it's very, very dim, very, very gray type stuff. But even with all the negativity about this movie and all the non Fantastic Fourness of it, there are still some good elements. Like, I think Kate Mara, I think that's her name, was a really good Susan Storm, especially for this interpretation. I mean, she really brings out, I think, some of the humor that Susan has. She brings out the intellect and the brains that Sue has. And we can really see how she works. And I like the idea of how she looks for patterns. I like that being her thing. And also, designing the suits. And then when she actually gets her powers, she's the only one that seems even remotely reasonable about what's going on and seeing what's going on for the truth. Like, actually sees what's going on around them with everything, how they're being treated. The guy who plays Doom, I think once he becomes Doom, his voice is actually not bad. I don't think he has a terrible Victor Von Doom voice. And I like at the beginning, seeing younger versions of the characters. Yes, I prefer that they went straight to the family, but it was something new and it works overall, getting to see how they actually met each other. The other characters, the other performers, I think they're fine. It's just the characters and what they're given to work with, just do not work. They're not who we think they are. I forgot that we actually do get Flame On and Clobber in Time, but they're just dumb. That thing, Johnny feels like he's turning his powers on and off. The big thing, is this good? No, it's still bad.